Hey, what's up guys, Patrick here, and today I'm back at it again with another creative gold making trick. We are going to be talking about gems, and I'm going to be covering the basic knowledge of making gold off of gems, the intermediate way, as well as the advanced and creative way. If you guys seen my other videos, I'm going to blow your mind once again on the creativity of how I make gold. Basic method. There are 3 ways you can get gems and sell them. Number 1, Chaos Dungeon. Number 2, Boss Rush tickets. Number 3, Siege events that happens during the weekend. Number 1 and number 3 is pretty self-explanatory. Number 2, you get 2 level 4 gems and 1 level 2 gems for every T3 Boss Rush ticket that you do. If you need more tickets, then find a guild that prioritizes hazardous water as one of its guild quests, so you can spam this quest non-stop to meet the guild weekly contribution requirement. This is typically a 10 to 50 minute endeavor to do the boss rush itself and to complete a guild with the 100 bloodstone contribution level for 1.5k worth of gold, which is actually as efficient to, let's say, an adventure island that gives you gold. Even if you assume that you only get a boss rush ticket for 50% of the time, since 50% of 1.5 thousand is 750 gold, which is equivalent to a gold adventure island. Number 3, Siege events that happen during the weekend. There are Siege events that happens every Saturday and Sunday and either takes place on Slime Island or Medea. It happens at 4 different time intervals. Check them out if you haven't yet. The intermediate method. You'd want to try to sell premium gems higher than the base value of a non-premium gem. Premium gems in this context are gems that can be sold at a premium, and are typically for skills that are in the current meta that the class uses. But most importantly is that these gems are sought after, meaning there is enough demand for that class and skill for people to actually purchase the gems. In order to figure out which gems are premium gems, first you check the market price of the lowest gem of that level and then check the recent prices. I generally like working with level 7 gems because they're the easiest to sell, but feel free to do this with other levels. They do work, but maybe not as efficient. So this is how you set up your filter. Make sure you remove any class specific filter and you type in that level 7 in the description box. Now that you see the market price for a base level 7 gem is around 20k, you can see that the recent prices, sorting from highest to lowest, Glavier and Sophist gems are selling well for the past few days. Now that we've identified what premium gems are, it's time to get the gems. Either you get the gems naturally through gameplay, as mentioned earlier in the video, or you purchase the gems at a discounted price or base price in the auction house. You do this by searching the lower level gems. What I've noticed is that gems are more and more discounted as you get further away from the level 7, mainly due to the hassle of dealing with the auction house timing out for purchases. So if you are struggling for gold, you can work with the lower level gems. The math for gems is pretty basic. You need 3 gems of 1 level to fuse to the next level, but I will provide this worksheet in the description below as I did with my Oreha video. Remember to factor in the 5% sales commission when trying to purchase, fuse, and flip gems. You can fuse the gems and get free rerolls at level 5, 6, or 7 and try to sell at a premium. Worst comes to worst, if you can't hit a premium gem during one of the fuse rerolls, you can try to sell them at the base market price and try again. Or you can just work with a level 7 gem and reroll them with silver if you are silver rich and not gold rich. The former method is a fantastic way of gemming up a new character since there are more chances of you hitting a gem that you need and want to keep. Market conditions. If you are making gems naturally and trying to sell, make sure prices for gems are stabilized or going downwards, so that when you sell a gem at a premium, you can also rebuy gems at a cheaper price compared to what you sold them for. If you are purchasing gems to fuse or reroll and flip, make sure prices for gems are stabilized and neither going up or down. The last thing you want to do is buy gems and be unable to sell them and the value of the gems go down as you're trying to get rid of them. This is me selling gems at a premium and rebuying at a discounted price earlier this week in NA West. This is the amount of profit I made by spending 5 to 10 minutes to search up the auction house and sell and then rebuying them later on. I was actually trying to make a level 9 gem, but rerolled premium level 7 gems, so I waited 4 months until prices stabilized so I can sell them. 3 months ago, if I tried to sell something at a premium one day, the next day after I sold, the prices I sold it at became the new premium for base gems. So you really need to figure out what direction the market is going and what you want to do. If you want to keep your gems and make extra profit, then you can do what I just did and rebuy the gems. The advanced method. So I did this trick a bunch during the March, April, May timeframe. It's no longer relevant now for my region, but it still may be applicable for other regions or maybe even in the future. So my friends and I made a shit ton of gold back then when it was relevant. And by shit ton, I mean, I think my friends made 300 to 400,000 gold, and I probably made about 100 to 200,000 gold. This was before the Voltan release, so you need to keep that in mind. So the trick revolves around these gem boxes right here. When Lost Ark released these T3 level 1 to level 2 gem boxes in the Mario shop, what we noticed was that bots were creating new characters, getting that free blue crystals, and then buying these gems off of the Mario shop, and then putting these up for sale in the auction house for cheap. And when I say cheap, I mean if you were to buy enough of these boxes to make a level 7 gem, you will make around 2.5 thousand gold just by selling it at the base gem price. And double if you happen to roll a premium gem. It takes about 475 of these T3 level 1 to level 2 gem boxes to make one level 7 gem. You can try to test that if you want to prove my math correctly. Or just trust me since I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Level 7 gem base prices was going for roughly around 10,000 gold at the time, and we bought these baby up from 15 gold to 20 gold per chest. People caught on quick, and these gem boxes stayed around 20 gold, which is the break-even price if you were to sell. Then the game to making gold off of gems became to sell premium gems. So you want to fuse and re-roll for a premium gem that sells. To drive the point even further, this is a screenshot I posted back then, and I was able to sell Soulfish gems at 15,000 gold per premium gem when the base gem prices were going for 10k. Although these prices were pretty rare because Soulfish was not popular back then because they were not at a good spot before the balance patch that came in June. I'll upload this sheet in a Google link in the description below so you guys can download and see if there's any profit to be made in your region. Like and subscribe if you found this information to be helpful or at the very least interesting. This supports me to make more creative videos in the future. Thanks a lot for watching guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.